Hello, my crafty friends. This is Mary. You're watching Cardz TV. Are you ready for another Christmas in July challenge? This will be challenge number 2. And today we're going to make a fun fold card called a corner pop-up box card. Now, I've seen this card on Pinterest and YouTube, and it's called a tower card or a decorative corner card, but I like the name corner pop-up box card. It's really easy to make and lots of fun. And for the challenge, I'm going to be doing this one, but the challenge is for you to make a shaped Christmas card or a Christmas card with a fun fold. And I think this is going to be a really fun, exciting challenge because there's so many really cool card folds out there and shaped cards that you can do for Christmas. So today is Saturday, the 23rd of July. You'll have until noon, July 30th, to get your card made. Take a photograph, put a link to that photograph in the InLinkz link that's right below this blog post at cardstv.blogspot.com. And as I said, you'll have until July 30th to get your photograph posted. And I'll pick a winner using random.org next Saturday. And I'll tell you who the winner is on Sunday. So get your cards made, guys. Look around out there and see all the different fun folds and shapes of cards that you can do for Christmas. And get entered. The winner is going to get 2 sets of Cardz TV Stamps. So this should be a fun one. Now for my card, I'm going to be using some papers from this Paper Studio Christmas Basics stack that I got last year at Christmas time. This is a Hobby Lobby brand, and there's some really cute papers in here. We're going to use Elegant Edges, and then 2 oldies, Georgian Basic Shapes, and Stretch Your Imagination. But what I'm using out of these, you can find in lots of different cartridges and on Cricut Design Space if you have an Explorer. For our sentiments, we're going to use Cardz TV Tiny Tidings, and we'll use May Your Holidays Be Sweet. That's going to go on the front. And then on the back of our card, we're going to use Merry Everything again. I love this one for Christmas. I think it's very versatile. We're going to use Sending a Holiday Hello. For our card base, I've got a piece of white cardstock, and this is cut at 5.5 by 9 inches. And we're going to do some scoring. This is a super simple card, guys. Okay, we're going to score at 2 1/8. At 4 1/4, at 6 3/8, and at 8 1/2. I don't know if you can see the score lines, but I'll just tell you, they're there. Now, the panels for this card, we're going to do, our first panel is going to be out of some craft cardstock. And I've cut 4 of these, and these are 5 1/4 by 1 7/8. And I'm going to put 1 inside of each panel. Now this one is going to go on the back, and it's got my sentiment for the back. I've already stamped it, and I used some Memento Tuxedo Black ink, and I used that Merry Everything stamp set. And I cut a white piece at 5 inches by 1 5/8, and this is going to be for my sentiment. So this is going to go right here. Then to go on top of my craft panels or mats, I've cut 3 of this really cute paper. It's got a red background, and it's just covered with cute little gingerbread men. And these were cut, let's see, yeah, I just told you that, didn't I? 5 by 1 5/8. And that's going to go just like this. I've got all my panels adhered, and now I'm going to go ahead and fold it on the fold lines. Super simple. And after I get all these folded, we're going to add some score tape just beyond that very last score line, which is right here. And this is going to be how we close our card. So I'm going to add some score tape right here at that 8.5 inch fold line. I'm going to burnish this so that this backing comes off. See how quick and easy this is? There we go. Now we're going to fold it in half. Fold this in and then just close it just like that. And this is our corner pop-up box card base. And as you can see, it's going to stand up just like that. Now this is the back of our card. We're going to flip it over, and this is the front. And if you have a paper that has a direction to it, make sure you get it on there with everything going in the same direction. Now we need to put some mats on here to hold our little image. So of course I went to Elegant Edges, and on page 39 I've cut this oblong and this shadow, and I'll have all the cut sizes and dimensions for you at the end of the video, guys. My mat's all ready. Now we're going to put this adorable little gingerbread man on there, and he came from Stretch Your Imagination, and I cut the back of him out of red. Well, let me show you in the book. It's on page 55. I love this little guy. I cut the top out of the craft, and then I cut the red on blackout to fill in his buttons, his eyes, nose, and mouth. And I took a white gel pen and just did some little squiggly lines where the frosting would go on his arms and legs. I just think he's so cute. He's my favorite gingerbread guy. And I cut him on flip. And I cut him at 3 inches. And as I said, he's on foam tape. He's going to go right there. And I cut him on flip because I want to add this little sentiment right down here. And for this sentiment, I used an oval from the George cartridge. That's on page 96. And it's this elongated oval. And I cut this at 2 inches. Now, I only put adhesive on just 1/2 of this little sentiment because it's going to hang off on the edge. We're going to put this right here in the center of our card, but to make this a pop out, we're going to attach it to these 2 circles. Now I've scored these in half and folded them, and what we're going to do, we're going to put adhesive on just 1/2 of each circle, and it's going to go right here pretty much in the center, and we're going to put where the 2 circles come together right along that center fold line. So I'm going to go ahead and get my circles on. Now if you want to, you can hold them together like this and add your adhesive. I would use some type of liquid glue so that you can move this around and get it just where you want it. And I'm going to do this holding them together. And then I'm going to put these in the center, just as I said, right along that center fold. Whoops. That looks good. Let's make sure that's going to work. Yep. Now to attach our little pop out, we're going to lay those 2 edges down, and we're going to put some glue on them. And we're going to line up our pop out right there. And I'm going to line these points up along that fold and try to line it up top to bottom and side to side. We're going to push that down so it'll adhere to those two circles. And now you can see how it pops out. So the card lies flat to go in the envelope, and then when the recipient gets it, they take it out, and they've got this little pop-up to sit on their desk or their mantle or just somewhere where they can enjoy this cute little card. And then on the back, you've got your sentiment and a place to sign your name and write an additional sentiment. Didn't that turn out cute, guys? I love that. And I love this little gingerbread man. I think he's so cute. So there's your corner pop-up or pop-out box card. I just think it's a really neat way to make a card. And it's super simple and it goes together really fast. So there we have it, guys. Don't forget now, come over and take part in the Christmas in July challenge. This is challenge number 2. Make a shaped card or a card with a fun fold for Christmas and get linked up, and the winner's going to get 2 sets of Cardz TV stamps, and I'll pick that winner next Saturday, and I'll use random.org. That's next Saturday, the 30th. Thanks so much for coming by today, guys. I hope to see your cards in the challenge, but I will see you again soon with another card. Bye now.